You guys, how did we miss this? How did those subscribers welcome? But I'm going to be real. The thing I've been most excited to get back to, probably like discussing the most on the channel, is Interview with the Vampire. It's a jam. The Anne Riceverse is a jam. We love it. It's great. I didn't know they did like an extended look at season 2. Like, I don't know if it's just a big trailer or I don't know what's going on, but we're going to go check that out right now. That's what we are going to do. Man, I miss this. I feel like we have a calm before the storm right now, and then we're just going to get lambasted with all this stuff we're covering, and it's going to be great. But I'm just like, I miss True Detective, and I really miss Interview with the Vampire, and I'm ready for Interview with the Vampire. I'm ready for House of the Dragon. I'm ready for these things to come back. I'll tell you guys what, I'm excited for these toxic-ass vampires to be back.
I didn't think it at the time. But
Oh my God, Louis, we love you so much.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen an adaptation with this many changes, but still invokes the same exact
He wants you
emotions.
in pieces for the privilege of putting them back together as he sees fit.
It's his
Armand!
His drug is reveling in it. You should end it.
You're a toxic too, but I love you.
The vampire Louis and the vampire Armand. You have
Stop!
Are you two going to finish each other's sentences for the whole session? We've been together 77 years, Daniel. Should we let the math of that settle?
Is he gonna ditch Louis for
Spark in the dark.
Daniel?
I want to say something to you. Our life is shit.
We're cheering for New Claudia. We support that. We're not gonna be mean. We're not mean to
Stop feeling
newcomers.
sorry for yourself. A shit life beats no life. And where we're going now, we can't be running away again. We're gonna find others like us.
Dude.
We can't be the only good ones out there.
Welcome. We here at Théâtre des Vampires.
Oh my God, how avant-garde.
We do horror shows, so we
It is horrifying what they're doing. Just toying with their food.
There is no scripting Lestat. You cannot script a hurricane.
Armand and Lestat are gonna have so much beef.
Let me guess, he's your companion finally. Picked another one over me!
Paris sucks.
That's not the point she was making.
Fuck these vampires.
I want to get out alive.
You fear Armand. You should fear the other one.
They're not here. I'm just fucked in the head.
You're stronger. Harder too. But you gotta give up something.
I am so enthralled by this. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just... Every time I get caught up like I'm being
And you,
seduced.
me and you. You and me.
I mean, you don't understand the meaning of your own story.
Armand is gonna flip for Daniel, I think.
In San Francisco. I was in love.
You buy that?
It looks so good. It's so beautifully done.
Pieces of my life gone. I knew who I was without those pieces.
Oh my God. I'm so excited for this. It's so good.
Memories just.
Yeah, Armand is scary.
I want this to remember.
Louis. Louis, Louis, Louis. God. Oh my God, it's so intense. I love it. I really do. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. I'm telling you guys, we know it. The world needs to know it. More people need to be talking about this show. It's really... I think this is one of the best shows on TV. I really mean that when I say it. I'm not just saying it. The acting is perfect. I've never seen an adaptation that changes so many things, but as long as, and we talked about this with The Crow, as long as you don't fundamentally change a character and fundamentally change who they are, we're normally on board with it. We've changed his race, we've changed the occupation, we've changed the time period. We're about to run into World War I, and it still invokes the same exact emotions you get, whether you're watching the original movie or reading the book. And I feel like that's rare, and you really have to care. This is great. This is a great show, and if you love this series, it's a great adaptation. I am so excited to see Claudia. I'm sorry that I don't know the actress's name off rip. I was very shocked by this. I'm blaming Brad. I was talking to him for half the day. Didn't say nothing about an interview with the vampire. That is my interview with the vampire guy. What are you doing? Slacking. But oh my god, are we ready to see, like... I get that it's like the memory of Lestat, but he's gonna show up, right? Him and Armand are gonna duke it out, right? I really think Armand is up to something with Daniel behind Louis' back, and it's gonna break his heart, and that's why Daniel should be afraid of him. I really think that. There's something going on there. Now, I've read Interview with the Vampire, I've read The Vampire Lestat, I've read Queen of the Damned, and I've read The Vampire Armand, but it's been a very long time, and I love Armand as a character. But you gotta remember, these are like apex predators. That, honestly, having that backdrop of the 1910s going into World War I is pretty epic because that's such a brutal thing, and I think we're really going to be able to see just how brutal these creatures can be, and we're going to look at them, even with the imagery, more as creatures than we do as people or their relationships as people, even though they were doing brutal stuff in Season 1. I feel like this is going to be a totally different thing, and setting it against World War I. You're going to say something there, and I am so excited for them to go to France. How come everybody's going to France? Daryl's going to France. Well, Interview with the Vampire always did, but I'm so excited for new Claudia. We're cheering for her because we don't hate on young actors and actresses, and we don't bash them for things we haven't seen yet, and we can say that we're going to miss Bailey Bass, and she's doing Avatar, and she's great, and she gave us a great Claudia, but it's time to let another one come in and run it back, and we're going to support it. And she looks great. Louis. But then we have Lestat. Like, come on. But Armand is being just as manipulative as Lestat! Armand is being just as manipulative. He's just saying, like, oh, yeah, look at what he did to you, and I'm better than that. And it's like, are you? You're going to be the one to put me back together? Because that means you're going to be able to tear me apart easier. But, oh, my God. This is what I'm most excited for. Like, just to talk about on the channel, because I missed it so much, you guys. I really did. I didn't mean to do this. I've been trying to do my Dark Tower True Detective video all day. It just doesn't make sense. It does make sense, but it's just like gobbledygook. So then I was like, Interview with the Vampire, what? We gotta get on this. And then I'm hearing that a Penguin trailer dropped. And if you, oh my God, if you've been here since the beginning, that was like my first uptick ever of getting subscribers, was when I reacted to the Batman trailer when it dropped at like 3 in the morning, and I was randomly up and I was looking at my phone recording with a camera. I don't know why anybody watched it, but the Penguin is my favorite. I was geeked for the Penguin from the jump, and I am so excited for the Penguin series. So I'm going to react to that if there's a trailer up. But I have a Beetlejuice 2 trailer up. I have Game of Thrones trailers up, but man, if it's one thing I miss reviewing and a community I miss the most, it's Interview with the Vampire, for sure.